why you have so much like hatred towards women.
I don't hate women.
Where does that root in? It
I don't
sounds
hate
like
women.
you do.
I am a woman. I
doesn't mean you don't have self-hate.
I could be black and still be internalized racism.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm saying specific things that you're saying, like women don't want to work, women don't want to this, women want to sleep around. Where did you learn these belief systems from?
Because, okay, the question was, why does abortion keep getting brought up? 40% of women that have had abortions have had 2 or more. 40%.
Good for them.
So what does that say to me? That means you're using it as a form of birth control, and they don't track the 60%.
What kind of abortion?
Can you let me finish? They don't track the 60% to say who in the future has abortion. So to me, it's like, why are they dying so hard for abortion? They want to sleep around with no consequences, even though you have 41 forms of birth control.
That's a bit racist.
Oh my God, no, you're one of those. How can you be racist against, and I'm also half white, so like, how can I be racist against you?
You don't think you can be racist towards someone who's white?
No, I don't, because you've never experienced racism in history.
White people haven't experienced racism.
One of the experiences.
What's your definition of racism?
I'd say basically like the persecution in any type of way that leads to the downfall of just like someone's life.
Like, I'm actually quite shocked at how dysfunctional this panel is and how nobody can maintain long-term relationships. Let me explain, right? So I'm actually pregnant with a girl right now. So I'm having a daughter, and being here is like terrifying because I have to see like the world that my daughter is going to come up in. And I don't want like what you guys are experiencing. I would never want or wish for my daughter. I don't want my daughter to be used by like some guy in high school or like some guy in college, because that's what's going on, because we're talking about dating and situationships. We're giving our bodies to these men, and I don't want her to be used by some guy who could care less. You know, I want her to be able to exercise discernment and have better options.
Honestly, it's a little scary that you don't know how women have been oppressed in the past, because like this country was built for men, and these like laws and rules like all
erroneous.
They all
erroneous.
It's all to like for men, you know, like it was built for men. And like this podcast enough is showing me that sexism is still really alive.
Can I ask you?
Oh wow, you think this podcast is sexist?
I was posted on so many red pill incel accounts. Yes, it's giving incel a lot.
Oh man, okay, all the buzzwords are coming out. I don't even know where to start tackling this. Okay, so women were oppressed in history, but so were men. It's not
as much as women were.
This is interesting, because if I say, how were women were oppressed? You're like, well, it's self-evident, Brian. I shouldn't have to educate you. Yet you've just asked me the same question. You've just asked, how were men oppressed? Shouldn't you know?
No, because that wasn't taught in school.
Ah, so isn't that interesting? Male oppression was never taught in school, but females' oppression was. Isn't that interesting? So who's really oppressed then?
Oh my God, Brian.
If men's grievances throughout history are overlooked, who's the real one that's oppressed?